And this movie brings it all together and then gets chopped up by the studio. So amazingly, it's going to be all right.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey everybody, real quick, just want to discuss something with you. You guys know I love coffee. I talk about coffee a lot. We got codes down in our description of coffees that we drink and that we use every day. And I wanted to tell you real quick the difference between the three that we have in the description that we talk about. The first one, of course, is Coffee Brand Coffee. We love this. This, however, is all the ones we've had is a milder coffee, kind of like a coffee for everyone, if you will. It's not super stout, it's not super weak, it's just right there for all tastes and all enjoyment. And then we've got Invader coffee right here, which is like a punch in the face. It's super strong, super stout, and after you drink a cup of it, you basically have two black eyes and a busted lip. It's great. That's the coffee. That's the type of coffee I prefer. Is really strong coffee. And we have now found Blackout Coffee Company, and these are fantastic. This is the medium in between the two. Like it's stronger than Coffee Brand Coffee, but it's not as strong as Invader. And you know what? We've got a link for these wonderful coffee makers in the description down below. And you may even find some coffee codes to save you a couple of your hard-earned dollars. So make sure you check them out. And if you were confused about which ones are which, that's the best description I can give you. So anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Happy Monday. It's November 4th, which means it's the day before Election Day, just happens to be. Go vote if you haven't already. Come on now. Don't care who you're voting for. You don't have to agree with me, but go vote. Let's get things started right away. Within the description box down below, it's all our stuff that we like. Promo codes, coupon codes, it's all there to save some of your money and give you an awesome product. Today, we have something amazing to talk about. Okay? I mentioned it on Friday, but here we are. We're going to review it. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? The Replacement Killers. 1998, rated R, hour and 27 minutes. Now, there is a theatrical version and an extended version. I happened to have watched this on streaming, so more than likely it was the theatrical, but I don't know. It didn't specify, and I didn't really care. I just wanted to watch the movie. Excuse me. Frog in the throat, but it's all right. We're gonna keep going. A troubled hitman seeks aid from a forger to help him get papers to China. However, the drug lord has hired replacements to finish the job and kill the hitman. Directed by the great Antoine Fuqua, written by Ken Sanzel, starring Chow Yun-Fat, Mira Sorvino, Michael Rooker. They're all here, baby. You can watch this on Prime, evidently. All right. This movie, if I remember correctly, it was Chow Yun-Fat's first American movie. And Mira Sorvino was dating Quentin Tarantino at the time, and he told her she needed to work with Chow Yun-Fat. So that's why she took this role. This is action on another level. This leans, because John Woo was one of the producers of this film. This movie hits on all cylinders. The action is fantastic. It's got so much gun fu in it. It's ridiculous. You can't not have a good time when watching this movie. What it all boils down to is Chow Yun-Fat is an assassin working for a Chinese mobster here in America, and the mobster is using his family back in China to force him to do jobs for him, which is fine when he's killing bad guys. He's fine with that. He's done 2 jobs, and the next job he's asked to do to wipe the slate clean and his family will be free is one that morally he can't do. So he decides to run back to China to try to save his family. That goes horribly, horribly wrong. So then it's an all out war between him and Mira Sorvino and against the mobster and all his henchmen, right? And to watch Chow Yun-Fat do his thing because he's just a brilliant actor, especially with gun fu and action films. He did a lot of work with John Woo, and those movies are all classic, like honored in the action film genre, right? Of course, as they should be. But this is just an Americanized version where unfortunately the studio didn't trust Antoine Fuqua, so they sent somebody in to cut up the film and hassle him while he's trying to make the film, as studios are wont to do. But if you look at that now at Antoine Fuqua's career, like that's ridiculous that they would even question him. He knows what he's doing and he's proven it over and over and over again. So, I mean, even if he's got movies that you don't like, when he puts out a banger, it's a banger, period. He just really knows. He really has a good eye for the way he does things, and it's noticeable in this early film that the scenery, the way it's shot, the cinematography, the special effects, the fight choreography. It's all just a ballet of violence, and I'm here for it, baby. And you should be too. If you like action films and you've not seen this movie, rectify that as soon as you get back from voting, right? I can't say enough good things about this movie. I got to be honest, I've known of this movie for a long time. I've seen this movie numerous times, but I never realized Antoine Fuqua was the director. It just adds another level of brilliance to it, and the way it's shot and the way it just feels differently. It hits differently than movies in the late 90s. I mean, it has all the broad strokes, the wild action, and the crazy storyline. A couple people against the world, right? Right. But this movie caused waves because Chow Yun-Fat's character was not a hero. He was an anti-hero because he wasn't necessarily a good guy. But he has morals, and that drives Hollywood insane. There's a moral compass, and they can't understand that. And the hero, the person you're watching, like the catalyst, the hero of a story, doesn't have to be perfect. Sound familiar? As long as they have a moral compass that allows them to do good work and good works to help people through their journey or through the journey. I I'm dumbstruck that most people don't know about this movie. And I'm sure that has a lot to do with the studio stepping all over Antoine Fuqua and causing it to be all chopped up. They brought in somebody else to chop it up, so the movie that ends up in the theater is not even the movie that he filmed. So I guess I'm gonna have to buy the Blu-ray of this that has the extended version and the regular version, because to believe it or not, I think I had the DVD at one time, but I'm sure it was just theatrical. I don't remember there being more than one version. So now I've got to watch the extended because hopefully that's Fuqua's vision, not the studio's. And we'll see what happens. Right? Right. Right. All right. Look, I'm getting out of here. I've already voted, but I'm getting the heck off the interwebs for today. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Please stay safe. Have a great rest of your week. Remember, the 5th of November. For Michael, the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat nerd, we will see you on Hump Day.